talk about Brady. He's at 44 years of age, lighting up the league, leading all quarterbacks with 353 passing yards per game. If he keeps up that pace, he would throw for over 6,000 yards. And it's worth pointing out that the pace he's on would have him breaking the single-season passing record, even if it were only a 16-game season. And I make that point because I think we'll see a lot of records fall this year because of the additional game. I want to make it clear, he's on a pace to throw for more yards in a 16-game season than anyone else ever had. So, Louis, I'll start everyone here believes he can keep going. 44 years old. No one's concerned about it. Louis, is he going to throw for 6,000 yards this year?
Look, I don't see why necessarily he can't, because look, we understand that he's right now in uncharted waters. He's out there doing things that there's no historical comparison for us to make, and so we don't really know what to do with what Tom's doing right now. It's like, well, no one's ever done this before, so how do we know? Why should we believe that it can be sustained? Well, my question to you would then be, well, why should we believe that it cannot be sustained? Because in order to accomplish uncommon things, you have to have uncommon commitment. And Tom is uncommon in terms of his commitment to this game, both mentally and physically. And with the weapons that he has at his disposal, with the way that the schedule is shaking out, and then when you're talking about his mind and what level it is on relative to the defensive coordinators that he is facing and the players that he is facing, he's already a step ahead every single time the ball is snapped. And that, I mean, he points to the fact that this game, from a physical standpoint, is not the same as it used to be in 2005, 6, 7, 8, 9. And from an intellectual standpoint, from a football intellect standpoint, there's nothing he hasn't seen. So unless you are a Bill Belichick type as a coach and or player, he's already got you beat in many ways that kind of offsets any kind of physical limitation he might have, which I would challenge you. Find me the physical limitation that he has right now from a throwing perspective that he didn't have 3 or 4 years ago. He looks like the same guy. So why can't he continue this performance? What's to stop him?
I suppose that's all reasonable.
Yeah.
At the age of 43 last year, he won the Super Bowl, but he did it with a defense that was ferocious, and they ran the ball effectively. They were considerably more balanced on offense. No one is throwing it more than they're throwing it right now, and the defense is nowhere near what it was a year ago. But you're telling me, to use your term, Hakuna Matata, no problem here. Brady, 44 years old, this is not an issue.
No, listen. We all understand he's Benjamin Button, and I understand that. But listen, it's not sustainable for him to throw the ball this many times, because what happens is every time Tom Brady drops back to throw the football, he puts himself at risk. Not at risk to get, potentially hurt. You saw last week he hit his hand on a helmet of an opposing player. But I think for them to win a championship and run it back to back, they're going to have to establish a running game, because in the playoffs, you have to have balance. You have to be able to run the football. Now, can he do it? Yes, I believe he can do it, but I don't think it would be wise for them to even go for that, to attempt to do it. But I have no problems with Benjamin Button, especially when he's trying to protect, Richard Sherman, who right now, man, I'm telling you what, he's trying to do all these Jedi mind tricks. He can't cover a cold. He couldn't catch a cold if he was butt naked on Mount Everest.
Wow. Back to the Brady of it all. Last week, he hurts his thumb. No one even knows that. He threw 5 touchdowns and 400 yards. I don't deny or dispute that he's just unlike anyone that we've ever seen. Is this sustainable? Kmart.
Greeny,
come on.
I'm not asking you to believe in aliens, right? I'm just asking you to believe that Tom Brady's good. That's all. That Tom Brady is the best quarterback we've ever seen. We know that. We don't know about aliens. So come over here with me. We're in a land where logic doesn't need to exist, because Tom Brady defies all numbers, all statistics. I don't care that he's 44. Maybe if Greeny ate avocado ice cream and didn't eat strawberries and didn't eat nightshade fruits and vegetables, maybe he would be feeling a lot better today. Maybe he would feel like, okay, you know what, my age, I could do whatever.
Perhaps.
That's where Brady is.
Perhaps it is my age that makes me understand just exactly that, because candidly, it's a miracle I'm getting through this, and I'm not trying to play football. Louis, final word. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to ask Bart, do you think you'd catch a little bit more than a cold if you were butt naked on Everest? You catch a little bit more than the cold up there.
Well, I'll tell you what, Richard, listen, you've been at the park, right, with that old dude that's trying to get you the Jedi mind tricks. He put his hands up and he got the ball between his legs. Richard Sherman is trying everything. Wow. God bless his heart. God bless his heart. But listen, right now, Richard, so that's what Tom Brady has to defend with, the fact that he doesn't have a dominating defense that's going to give him extra possessions. Yeah. And so now the best way for them to win games is for Tom Brady to throw for 1,000.
Let's see if he can do it. Let's get a little more into the game tonight. Let's do some Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.